Hello boys and girls, it's February the 10th 2019, hello. Just come down here, it's been really windy last night, hasn't it, and the last couple of days actually. And yes, we have a casualty. Greenhouse, glass, smash. I was quite lucky because two of the panels fell off but haven't broken, but the rest of them have. So overall this winter, the second greenhouse has took a bit of a battering. Not entirely sure why it's that one. I think I've just not fixed the glass in properly. So I'm now down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels. So not great. I have got some more glass at home. I'll have to bring that down, and I'll just have to make sure I knit down Wilco's and get a heck of a lot of them clips to try and hold it all in. Don't really want to go down the silicone route just because it's kind of quite permanent, isn't it? It can make quite a mess. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, casualty. I don't know if you can see that. Broken glass. Never mind. The west and the rest as well of the preparations are not coming on too badly actually. Got majority of the beds dug over. One's all at the back. I've got this one still to do. That had a lot of flowers in it though, foxgloves and that, so I want to take my time over that one, make sure I don't disturb too many of the roots, because I'd quite like for a lot of them to come back next year, get some lovely flowers going. Got a load of bags of manure down here, that's horsey manure. It's all quite well rotted as well, and it was really full of earthworms as well, so that's absolutely lovely. I've started to put a bit of that down. I've mulched the rhubarb at the end here. I put like an absolute ton of rhubarb in last year. I think I grew them from seed. Must be, what, 6 or 7 plants down there, so hopefully they'll be huge and I'll have rhubarb coming out of my ears. Do I like rhubarb? I don't know, but I tell you what, spectacular plant to grow. Beautiful big leaves and everything, covers up the ground, it's beautiful. The rest of the beds that I've got to cover, let me just do my funky, here we go, 1 wheelbarrow, not been down for 2 weeks, so that's how much rain we've had in 2 weeks. The rest of the beds, I came down, I thought all of this was rabbit droppings. Do you see them all? They're actually nasturtium seeds. So as you can see, I'm going to have a bit of a problem there, because all of these beds are absolutely covered in nasturtium seeds. I don't mind too much, I'll let 1 or 2 of them grow I think. And then that's just the remnants of the beetroot. It's probably gone woody and horrible. As you can see, the local wildlife has resorted to munching on those as well, because it's that time of the year now that there's very little food around, so the little animals are making the most of what they can. So yeah, I've got to clear all of this bed out. I had a couple of potato plants in here I think, so they've got to come out as well. You can just see the stumps where my corn plants were last year as well. So yeah, we'll get that one dug out. The other beds are all dug over, you know, ready and waiting. I'll go and chuck some manure on them today as well. I'll put a load of daffodils in here as well. They've just started. You see, just started to poke their heads up. I'm sure there's lots of people whose daffodils are a lot further along than mine, probably some even in flower at this time of the year, but we shall see how it goes. Yeah, this is that flower bed that I was talking about. This corner here is absolutely full of artichokes, which, yeah, they're quite invasive, and to be honest with you, that's one of the tubers there. That's a little example of the kind of thing they're all sitting below the soil. That's just some old onions that I planted that went to seed. And is that a cosmos? Can't be sure. A dying calendula. So yeah, it's that time of the year. It's been ever such a cold snap we've just had. Excuse me. Hi. Ever such a cold snap we've just had. So yeah, it's not been the best. Not been the best. Here's my asparagus down here. I'm hoping, this is the 3rd year now, so I'm hoping that we'll actually get a decent bit of a harvest off here. I've given them a good mulch as well, so they're covered in poop. I've sown a load more asparagus from seeds as well, which is a slightly unusual way of doing it, but it's something that I wanted to try. All the other ones I bought from, what's the word? Little spider leg thingy, you know what I mean. Asparagus, not sets, not thingies, you know what I mean, like semi-mature plants. So that's what's in there. I'm going to grow some more from seed, whack them in the same bed as well, because everybody loves a bit of asparagus as well, and as a money crop as well, you can't beat it. I know you pay quite a few quid for a few spears down at the local supermarkets, can't you? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. the plot is pretty much this year as it was last year. I had a pretty successful year. I stopped with the videos towards the back end of last year. It was just a time issue, yeah, I've got no excuse for that, so I hold my head in shame. If any of you did hang on and remain subscribed, thank you very much. I'll get back on with it, and hopefully we can start sharing some of our experiences again. And if any of you remember the plot that was next to me as well, this one, the one with shopping trolleys and all sorts of crud on it, I have spoken to the local council, and I've said to them I'll take it on. They've let me have it for free until a point that it's, you know, actually usable. So, you know, no pressure, no stress or anything like that. So I've chopped it all down. This is about another 400 square metres here. So add it to the plot that I already had, and it's ridiculous. Look at the size of it. All the way over to this edge here. It's just, don't know what I'm thinking. What my initial. You seen this big pile of crap behind me as well? That's everything that I got off of this plot. I know half of that screen is my head. I'll try and pull it out a bit. But yeah, that's as tall as me. That's a 6-foot pile of crap that came off this allotment. So broken glass, bottles, old bits of wood, carpet, everything. I have piled it at the end here. As you can see, I know a lot of allotment organisations, a lot of allotment societies would not allow that. I'm fairly lucky here, in so much as it's a council plot that's been neglected. Half of the sites are empty, and pretty much, as long as you pay your bill every year, I think you probably get away with anything. I could probably bury bodies and all sorts here, dig an underground bunker. Not that I would ever do that, but yeah, that's the lucky side of it. So I've cut down all the brambles, had a nice big bonfire, cleared the majority of it. There's still a bit of crap in the corners and everything like that, you know, this is all needs sorting out and that. But hopefully we can get it covered, you know, get it levelled off and everything like that, and hopefully get to a point where we might be able to start using it. The ground here, I've been told in the past that there was a group of gentlemen who used it for burning of cable, burning of car tyres, and the general disposal of non-appropriate allotment waste. So the soil itself is pretty shocking. It's pretty badly contaminated, so I might go for the old cover it over, put a few raised beds on, see if I can grow a few fruit trees. But at the end of the day, I was sick of looking at it, so, you know, if you have a look at the soil down here, sorry, I've never been one for good camera work, but that's where the big pile of crap was, and as you can see, it's just a nasty mess of ash, broken glass, stones, pebbles. You know, fork won't even go in it more than an inch or two. So, yes, that's that. And then looking back across my plot, my poor greenhouse, look. Never mind. So, yeah, I've got this whole, obviously I'm happy, apart from my greenhouse, I'm happy. I've got my shed there, I've got a little fruit patch in the corner. That's just a store in the corner there where I put my wood. There's a third greenhouse here, that's just a frame at the minute. I've not got any glass for that, so I just put mesh around it and tried to use it to keep bunny rabbits and all sorts off me crops, but that's still got to be worked out a bit. So yeah, anyway, we're moving across, so I'm happy with this bit, I'm happy with that bit. I've got the nice big bed, got these couple of little low beds here, and then that just leaves this large area here. I've got a couple of fruit trees, they're 2 apple trees, they're quite, they don't look it, but they're matured, they gave me a harvest last year. This was a plum tree, which due to the hot summer last year never made it, so I think he's dead. I'll give him a chance to prove me otherwise, but I think he is. And then that's a cherry tree as well. I've got in the shed another 4 fruit trees that I picked up the other day, just the 2 for £10 ones from Tesco's. So I've got another plum, another cherry, a conference pear. I didn't mean plum there, actually. I've lied to you there. That was I'm sure that was a plum tree. No, you know what I mean, a pear tree, conference pear, but it never made it. So I've got a conference pear to replace that. I whacked that in the same ground. Hopefully it wasn't something in the ground that was the problem, like any chemicals or anything, because as I have said, this place was used as a dump for a long time. But I'll get them in. And yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this section here. I did dig this horrible brown splodge here is where we had a patch of comfrey, and as you know, comfrey frost just turns into brown goo. So I quite like having comfrey on the plot because it is an amazing plant. It's great as well to get you know, some fertiliser going and all of that. I did have broad beans in here. What I wanted to do, I don't know if I've got it in me at the minute, is sort of where I've got that box there, just bring it up and make another bed. I don't know whether to do that or to have, you know, mirror these beds here and have another series of beds across here. That's probably a better way. This top area, I've looked on Google Maps, which is a wonderful tool, and if you go back in time on Google Maps, there was a massive greenhouse structure here, like a big wooden one, which explains a lot. There's a lot of bricks where the footings were that you can't quite make it out here, but there's like a raised section here. I think the entrance used to be there, so he used to come in here, and then he had a big greenhouse in the corner. Obviously now this is all, you know, very difficult to dig. I'm happy enough just to trim it for now and keep it looking nice, have the comfrey come up. It would be nice to be able to get a path coming straight down here. Obviously that's not something that I've managed to do yet. This is me coming up to my 3rd year on this plot now. So yeah, not doing too bad, not doing too bad. Obviously we've got the pond area in the back here. Don't know why I dug a pond. I think at the time it's because I was running out of water, but it has started to be colonised by some of them little green whatsits, so you know, the water's not looking too terrible. And if it does attract a frog or two, I'm happy with that as well. Got this box at the back here. I've just been chucking all sorts in here. That's a load of veg that didn't make it, and all sorts of weeds as well. And then this one is the one that I've been using to try and get some compost out of. I'll give it a little turnover. It's not looking too bad in there actually. I might be able to get something out of it. Just a builder's bag upturned with all cuts in the top. Load of pallets here, load of wood. Obviously I built my shed out of pallets about this time last year. I've actually managed to get the glass on that as well now, which is nice. Let's just have a quick wander around, just while I'm boring you all. Doo-be-doo, yeah, that's sorry, this is the greenhouse without the grass in it. Glass? Oh, it's got a lot of grass in it, not about glass. Anywho, where am I going? Oh, that's it. Windows are now on my shed. The place I work, we deal with a glass company, so they sorted me out. It's actually laminated glass, so if anybody chucks any stones or anything like that, should be able to hold up to the worst of it. Inside, here's my fruit trees. Ow, that was my head. That's my fruit trees that I bought. Have a quick look while we're here. So cherry Stella, apple golden delicious, a Victoria plum, and a pear conference. So you see, I couldn't even remember what I had bought. So yeah, inside the shed things are looking oh, I've tried to keep it tidy. I did get a little visitor, and if you can see down here, there's a bit of a nibble there. When that board wasn't in, I had a visitor and he came. All these seeds that I harvested last year, he had managed to eat them all, so quite annoyed about that, because you know I was looking forward to growing a few of my own seeds, but it is not to be. I've built a little table here just inside the doorway. I wanted to get like a nice chair in the corner here or something, just so I can sit and look out over my plot, but that's not happened yet. I tried to bring a old settee from home, but it was too big. So yes, these are just some garlics that I've started off. This is the same garlic that I grew here last year. What I do is I stick it in a gravel tray, bit of capillary matting in, water in from the bottom. Just my logic always is that the roots are down at the bottom here, so if you pour water in the top, that's not as good as putting the water in the bottom. So that's my logic on it. So some of these are firing up alright. Some of them looking a bit suspicious. And then this is the red garlic that this is from Aldi. Let's see, a few of them have actually pulled themselves out of the soil, which they can do. So you see there's your clover garlic there, just pulled it straight off the bulb, whacked it in. That's got an amazing bit of root system coming, but obviously as the roots are pushing down, it's pushed the clove back out. So whilst I'm here, so excuse my general mess, just going to dib a hole and try and push them back in. What have I got as a dibber? Improvise and overcome. Back end of a brush, that'll do me. So then just make a hole so that them roots can go all the way in. And we'll just get him back into a suitable depth. See what I mean? And then obviously I'll do the same with these as well, because they've just done the same. As the roots are pushing down, it's pushing them out of the compost. And a little twist as I go in, don't really want to damage them roots. But plants are plants, they want to grow. You give them the basics of what they need, then they'll sort themselves out. Just get this done. Beautiful roots coming out. What I'm going to do is let these get somewhere near, let them get the roots in and spread out a bit, and then I'll whack them outdoors. They do like a frost, it helps them separate into cloves. Otherwise what you'll end up with is just one big clove if they don't get a good frost on them. A lot of people plant the autumn before. I generally like to clear my beds down, so I don't like too much growing. Oh, look at that one. So yeah, that's an improvised dibber. I'll drop a bit more compost in on that one. So yes, that's that. I think one of my first jobs for today is I'm going to get these trees sorted. They probably don't like being left out of the ground for too long, so don't know how long they've already been left out of the ground. What I've got here, a bucket of there's some water out of one of my water butts. What I'm going to do is unwrap them, loosen off all the packaging, and then stick them in there for an hour or so just to soak until I can get the rest of the ground ready. What I am going to have to be careful of is that I don't forget which tree is which, isn't it? Yeah. I'll just pop that in there. Have a soak. It's perfect time for doing bare root fruit trees at the minute, just because at the minute they are dormant. So as soon as they start to bud and grow actively, it's a bit too late. So at the minute all the leaves have been shed and they're just asleep. So hopefully that should limit the amount of trauma that you put them through. Right, so that's that area cleared out anyway. That's where I'm going to stick my fruit trees. That plastic's been down there now for what, 1.5 to 2 years, something like that, so hopefully everything underneath should be nice, weed free. No, I don't think so either. So that's going to be the approximate position of my new trees anyway. So I've got 1 post, 2, 3, and then I'm pretty sure, where are you? Can't see you on the camera. It's so dead it doesn't even show up. There's a tree there, that one's had it. So there's another one going in here. So hopefully all there is now just to dig. Dig, 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 dig. Well, I was absolutely determined to get these trees in today, which I think I still will. However, come across a small hitch, shall we say, a glitch. I've dug down, probably can't see because of the sun, but there's like a line of bricks there. So I thought, okay, I'll move along to the next hole, and there's like a line of bricks in there. So I thought, oh okay, I'll move along to the next hole, and there's like the corner of some bricks in there. I don't know if you can actually make that out. So there's obviously some sort of structure hiding, the foundations of which run exactly where I wanted my trees. So yeah, so I'm contending with that at the minute. Well, I've had a little bit more of a dig down anyway where we was looking at before, where I wanted to put these trees, and that's what I've uncovered. If you can make that out, it's like a pretty substantial foundation, doesn't it? I've gone right down to the clay underneath the soil, and the bricks are sitting on the clay. That's quite a beast, isn't it? And like I say, if you follow it along, you can see there's a corner here. There's that. And there's the continuation of it there as well. I've not found the other corner. So yeah, not what I was expecting. So yeah, that's something. I mean, great big brick foundations there. I suppose they've got to come out really, haven't they? Part of me wants to like explore and dig the whole thing out, but then that'll be like kind of a bit pointless, a lot of hard work. So I don't really want to. I think if I put the tree right next to that, surely the roots are not going to be able to spread out as far, are they? Because they're going to be blocked. So it wouldn't be ideal. I'll have to just smash it up, I guess. Who knew? Well, I've managed to get all them 4 trees in anyway, so there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just ignored that bit of wall and that, you know. What's the worst that can happen? I've had enough now. I'm going home. Bye. Yeah, I've had a couple of hours down here. Managed to clear quite a bit. I'll show you properly without my ugly mug in the way. So, there's my little fire going away. And then before, the brambles started about here, didn't they? So, all of that's now cleared back, which is rather nice. And down into this corner. So, still loads to do, but I've had enough for today, little and often as they say. So the ground is awful on there, it's absolutely covered in broken glass, bits of rubbish and all the rest of it, so yes, don't rate too many people's chances on there. I think it'd be a good one for either no dig or what's the other one, just like building raised beds or something like that. Yes, so that's me. Clear bit of land. Say clear, you can see. It's very well covered in leaves and roots and all the rest of it. But yeah, massive bit of land, massive. I think this plot on its own's, what is it, 30B15, something like that. So there we go. Probably can't see a lot with the smoke obscuring things. There's my plot at the back, and then there's this one that's been partially cleared. Anyway, we're getting there, aren't we?